members, Miss Heidi here, and today I'm going to show you a really fun activity. You might say that it's excellent, exciting, extravagant. If you haven't guessed it already, today we're going to be using eggs. So today we're going to be making egg-shaped candles, which are really cool, and we're going to need a couple things to make these. We're going to need some eggs. We're also going to need some candle making materials such as wax, a thermometer, some pans to make a double boiler, and wicks. And you can also optionally add some color or some scent to your candles if you'd like. And we're also going to need the most important thing today, supervision and permission. So let's get started. So first, we're going to take our eggs and we have to make our egg-shaped mold. So here, I already cracked the top of this one very gently and rinsed out the inside. So we just want the shell and we have to be very careful. So go ahead and get all of your eggshell molds ready. And with any extra that you have from the inside of your egg, you can go ahead and make some scrambled eggs, an omelet, anything you'd like so that the inside does not go to waste. So first, I'm going to get my candles prepared so I can pour the wax straight in. So this is a wick, and this is the bottom part here, and you want to make sure that your wick is long enough so that your wick will come out of your eggshell mold a little bit. And you can always trim it up later. So you're going to put this straight inside of your eggshell. If you have a little waxy ball, you can also use this to pop on the bottom a little bit so it sticks a little better, but that's optional. So go ahead and put your wick inside your candle mold. Here we are. Our next step is going to be melting our wax and preparing it for our candles. So again, please make sure that you have permission and supervision because the wax will be very hot. All right, so to get started, you're going to make a double boiler unless you have candle making equipment. To do that, I just have a large pot that I put about an inch of water in, and then a second smaller pot. Make sure that your second pot is big enough to fit in your wax melts. And make sure that you don't add too much water so that if it does submerge all the way low, your second pot here, it's not going to get water inside and get into the wax. All right, so first we're going to heat up our water inside of our pan here until it's a nice boil. Once your water is boiling, go ahead and add in your second pan and your wax. Here is the wax. And keep in mind, you don't want your wax to go over 250 degrees. I want mine to stay at about 180 while it's melting. So that's why the thermometer comes in handy. So go ahead and melt your wax. Once your wax is completely melted like this, you can pour it straight into your egg mold if you're not going to add any color or scents. So I'm going to carefully pour mine into my egg mold here. And please, again, make sure that you have permission and supervision and are being very careful. So I poured my first one in. I just used the wax on its own, so it's going to be white, which is going to look like an egg. And I'm also going to do some colorful ones, kind of like dyed eggs. So I have these little block wax colors, and I'm just going to add a little bit of my red in here. I just kind of chopped it into little flake pieces. And I'm going to try to add just a little bit of red so that hopefully it will come out pink. So if you have these, you can also add in your color. You can also use candle oils to make your color or your scent and customize them however you'd like. It might be a little hard to tell what color your wax is just looking in the pan. So a good way to tell is you can take your little thermometer or something related like a spoon or a stick and then drop a little bit onto something that's white And once it dries a little bit, you can see what color it is and see if you need to add more of your color. I did my test on my white plate, my paper plate, just to check if I like the color, and I think I do, so I'm going to go ahead and pour this into my next mold. And now I have just a little bit of wax left to make my last mold, and I'm going to try to make one more color. So I already added a little bit of red in here. It's kind of a reddish pink, so now I'm going to add some blue. You know what color I will make if I mix my red and my blue? You guessed purple, that's right. So I'm gonna try to make some purple. My wax is now all in my molds, and now we just have to wait for them to completely cool. And a tip that I have is to make sure that your wick is in the center of your molds. This will make them burn a lot easier if you decide to burn them. And you can do this by positioning your wick in the center while it cools, or you can also take a skewer stick or a pencil and wrap your wick around it and make it stand up tall. And now we just wait for our candles to cool completely before we get to see what they look like. So my candles have been sitting for a few hours now, so now I can peel them open and see my beautiful colors. I'm gonna just start with my white here, and we're gonna peel it just like an egg. I have my plate here with my little tester colors. I'm just gonna peel it there. Be careful not to break the wax. Get the egg shell. You can see that wax inside in the egg shape. Right, there's my first one, and I can cut the wick a little bit shorter. Next time I think I'm going to try to fill it a little bit higher in my shell so it looks more like the egg shape, but it came out pretty cute. So now I'm going to peel the rest of them so we can see all the colors. I finished peeling all of my egg molds, so here's the different colors. This is the pink. I think it came out very pretty pink. Next time I will fill it a little bit more to get more of that shape, but they're very smooth. And here is the white and the purple. And lastly, I'm just gonna trim my wicks a little bit. Go. And now they are ready to light. I hope you enjoyed this activity and try it out yourself. And remember, please have permission and supervision. Thanks for watching. Bye!